Hey everybody, I'm Scott Weichel. You're listening to My Kind of Country on MKOCRadio.com. Very excited to have this lady back on the show with me tonight. Her new album has just been released on Nashville America Records. It is called The Woman I Am, and I, of course, am talking about Miss Sarah Patrick. Sarah, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Scott. How are you doing?
Fantastic. So great to have you back on the show, and so proud that your album is out there now and everybody's able to get it and love it just like we do.
Well, thank you. I love it too. So I'm always hoping that everybody else will love it.
Absolutely. Well, it's available on Amazon and iTunes and all the usual suspects out there in media land. And of course, you can go to davidfrizzell.com and get all the information there. And it's released on Nashville America Records, which is the Frizzell label. And we, of course, are very proud to be one of the radio station sponsors for Frizzell and Friends Music. So, and that includes you, Sarah.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm so glad to be part of it.
Oh, Sarah, The Woman I Am has done extremely well. Fabulous single written by David Frizzell, and we've played it a lot on our show. And I understand that you're doing a video for another song on this album, and it's called To Stay. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes. Well, this is a song that I wrote, and it's pretty much saying, you know, you love somebody and you want them all the time, but just for some reason you always end up sad. Maybe they ignore you, or maybe they're bad to you, or whatever. And it's pretty much saying that it hurts to have to break up, it hurts to leave, but sometimes it hurts even more to stay with that person. So, and I had a lot of fun making the video. So, I hope people connect to this song as much as I have.
Absolutely. Well, you've written some of the other songs on this album, and you're a great songwriter. You've got a really good knack for that.
Well, thank you. I love writing. I really love creating something and then have Nashville's absolute best musicians coming in and playing on it, and then it just seems like, I don't know, when you write it down, or for me anyway. I mean, I'm kind of new at this, so for me it's like you write it down and it's a pretty good song, and then you get your guitar and you play a little bit, and it seems really, it's just something you can sit in your living room and play a little bit, and then but once you get these Nashville players like Brent Mason, Paul Franklin, all these guys playing on it, and it just sounds like, wow, I wrote that. Because it sounds like something you hear on the radio. I mean, these guys just made it sound a million times better than I ever expected that it would sound. You know.
Well, it's kind of amazing when you do a demo where you have a song in your head and you're kind of playing with it, and then when you go in the studio, and like you said, you hear the musicians start building it. It's kind of like a wow factor, and then
Yeah.
and I love the interpretation. When you get really good musicians, and I love the interpretations because they bring out some things that you might not even think of in the song.
Oh yeah, definitely. They know what they're doing.
Well, a lot of people are commenting on this album. They're loving it so far, and of course, it's produced by the great David Frizzell, dear friend of mine. And I understand you had a phone call from another country music legend about this album.
I did. Freddie Hart called me, and let me tell you something. He had so many nice things to say about you. He said you were one of his favorite people in the entire world, and he said to make sure that I told you hello. And I got lucky enough to spend some time with him at the Midnight Jamboree when we had a show with David, and he is absolutely the nicest guy. But he told me he loved this album, and he said his one that really touched him. Can I say the title of these songs without getting in trouble?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, that's what we're here for.
Okay. There's a song called He Loved Me, He Loves Me Not, which I did not write that one, but they...
That's a Connie Smith song, isn't it? Isn't that a Connie Smith song?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought Connie Smith wrote that one. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to check that out.
We'll have to go back and look.
Yeah.
I saw the names of all these people, but I don't remember who wrote that one. Actually, when I got that demo, there was no name on it, so I didn't know who wrote that one at first. But I just fell in love with that. I thought that was such a neat idea, because He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not, He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not. But this was He Loved Me, He Loves Me Not. And just the whole song, the way it's worded, the way they put it together, I absolutely love that song. But that's the one that Freddie was talking about, that he said he really felt that one. So it was so cool for him to call, because he had so many nice things to say, and he said, I'm not just blowing smoke. He said, I really mean all this.
Yeah, Freddie,
So it was so neat to talk to.
Freddie is like you said, he's one of the dearest and nicest people in the world. But he's not going to pull any punches with you. He will tell you his opinion, and
that's true. I don't expect him or David or anybody else to tell me anything that they don't mean.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. And so you're officially endorsed by the great Freddie Hart. You can't ask for any better than that, right?
Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Absolutely. Well, you've got, we talked the last time, there's a lot of Loretta Lynn influence in here, and there's a couple songs on this album that kind of show that feisty side. And
oh, yeah.
I Ain't No Angel, that's one of them. That's a song you wrote as well.
Yes, I wrote that one.
Well, tell me about that one.
Well, that one was just something fun to write. It was kind of saying, because I'm a nice person. I like to talk to people. I love to do nice things for people as long as they're smiling. It makes me feel good to do something nice for somebody. I am a nice person, but I also, I'm not going to let anybody push me around or anything. So it's pretty much saying I'm a nice person, but if you mess with me, you may get hurt. Pretty much what it's saying.
That's great. That's great. Now you're from Kentucky originally, right?
Yes, I still live in Kentucky right now.
Well, that's great. And I see from your Facebook posts you've got horses up there, and looks like you got a beautiful place there.
Well, thank you. I have horses, and I have a couple goats, and I get dogs and cats. I'm an animal lover, so I've got plenty of mouths to feed around here.
Yeah, you got a cute. Is that a terrier that you've got? Your dog?
Well, I've got one that's the little white one is a rat terrier and Jack Russell Terrier, and then I've got the little black and tan one here. He's a little miniature pincher. I keep waiting for any minute. If anything moves outside, he is going to take off with his shrill, high-pitched bark that's going to deafen everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting for it.
Yeah, that happens here quite a bit, too. We've got two Goldens, and every time they hear something, too, especially when I'm doing an interview, they seem to like to come by. So.
Oh, yeah, that's usually when it happens, I'm sure.
That's all right. It just adds good atmosphere, right? I interviewed Red Simpson one time, and right in the middle of the interview, the mailman came to the door, and the dog started barking, and he's like, Red's like, say hello to your dog for me. What do you do? It's
yeah,
live.
It wasn't the mailman. They just wanted some attention.
That's right. That's right. What do you do? It's live radio, folks. What do you expect, Well, I want to take a break and play some of the great songs from this brand new album from Sarah Patrick. It's called The Woman I Am, and you can get it at Amazon and iTunes and all the great places that Nashville America distributes through Sony. I'm sure Ernest Tubb Record Stores has this in stock, and you can go to davidfrizzell.com and also visit Sarah on Sarah Patrick Music on her Facebook page. And we're going to play, let's play To Stay, which is going to be a new video coming out for you. And let's go ahead and play I Ain't No Angel, because I love that one. And we'll play the one that Freddie likes. He loved me, loves me not. And I'm going to check into that. I still think Connie Smith wrote that, but we'll check on that.
Okay.
Sarah, stay with me. We're going to come back and talk about some more of your great music. Here's Sarah Patrick.
All right.
You're wrong and I'm right, but I don't want to fight, so I just let it go. You walk all over me and pretend not to see how it hurts me so. Someday I'm gonna find the strength to walk right out that door and find the happiness like I had before, where you can love somebody and it not be right for you. You can want someone, but when you're with them all they do is make you blue. It may hurt like hell to walk away, but sometimes it hurts much more to stay. I'm not saying what we had has always been bad. We've had every day. And I know it hurt much more to stay. You see ain't always what you get. You look at me and wanna see a halo over my head, but believe me, honey, you ain't seen the real me yet. I ain't no angel, I ain't no saint. I am what I am and I ain't what I ain't. Falling in love, we were falling out when we weren't feeling secure. We were having doubts when we weren't walking on air. We were hurting a lot. He loved me, he loves me not. When we weren't giving our all, we were holding back. Oh, it's the state of the art, a natural fact. When we weren't feeling the chill, the flame was burning hot. trying to hold water without a cup. When we weren't full speed ahead, we had come to a stop. Ooh, he loved me, he loves me now. I'm the one he said he wanted, I'm the one that he forgot. And I'll never understand it, how a feeling just stopped. He loved me, he loves me, he loves me now.
All right, that is brand new music from Sarah Patrick, and she is with us tonight here on My Kind of Country to talk about her brand new album, The Woman I Am. Sarah, so nice to have you on the show, and I got to tell you, man, this is such a great album, and it is real country music. We love it.
Yes, I absolutely love it. I keep telling everybody, you know, even if nobody plays my songs and it doesn't go anywhere, at least I will have something that I'm extremely proud of. Because I mean, I listen to it all the time. That may sound conceited, but I put it in my truck and I blast it up and I just listen to it all the time. I love it.
Absolutely. Well, you did a couple of covers on here that I really want to mention because they're fantastic songs, and it's very hard to do a cover song and kind of make it your own, but yet to maintain the integrity of the original. And
Yes.
especially the one I think that you did so well on, and I'm anxious to hear what T. Graham Brown has to say about it because it was a big hit for him, and it's I Wish I Could Hurt That Way Again.
Yeah, I love that song. That is a gorgeous song. It's a heartbreaking song, but I think a lot of people have been through something like that, so I think it touches a lot of people.
Well, how did you choose to do this one for your album?
Well, you know, David and Brian Wayne Perry, they sent me a lot of songs. I mean, I'm just going through songs, probably 20 a day, trying to pick which ones I wanted. And I kind of wanted a good mix of, like you said, the feisty songs, but then I love sad country songs. I love those heartbreaking songs that make you just want to lay down on the floor in the fetal position and cry. I mean, for some reason, those make me happy, which makes no sense. But this one, as soon as it started playing, it did. It felt like it just broke my heart. And whoever was singing this demo did an awesome job, too, because, you know, when you can feel something like that, you got to give a little bit of kudos to the person singing. But I love this song, and I think it came out the way they played it. It doesn't sound exactly like the other versions of it. Dottie West actually recorded this, too.
Oh, she did. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, she did. And it's beautiful. I mean, her version of it is beautiful, too. You go to YouTube and you'll be able to find that. And David did a version of it. He recorded one.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just a really good song.
It really is. It's a fabulous song.
I was so happy to put that one on my album.
Yep, it's a good one. And I'm with you on the, you know, I call them the sad slobbing tear jerkers. And you're right. I mean, it makes you, you know, it's just, I guess when you're listening to songs like that, it's just, you know, the emotion that's put into the song and everything. And
oh, yeah.
You're right. It can make you feel good. I'm with you. It's hard to explain it, but I totally understand what you're saying.
Well, I'm glad, because when I said that, I thought that didn't make any sense. This really sad song makes me happy.
No, it makes perfect sense. People that know me will tell you. It's like I can listen to the saddest songs in the world, and I'm the happiest guy on the planet. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not a sad person. I'm a happy person. I love to smile and laugh with people, but it's also a lot easier for me to write sad songs too.
Well, I think it's the experience, and it's not only the listening to it, but maybe writing the song or performing the song. You just you get that emotion out, even when it's a sad song. It really I guess it's therapeutic, musical therapy. I guess is maybe the best way to put
it. There you go.
Well, you of course tipped your hat to Miss Loretta Lynn. You did a fabulous version of "You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man." Tell me about that one.
Oh, thank you. I do Loretta tributes a lot. I put on the big hair and the big dress, and I go out there and I sing all her songs. And there's nobody in the world that I would rather sing than Loretta Lynn. And Ain't Woman Enough is, I can't say it's my favorite song of hers. I've got so many that I can't choose just one, but it's the first song that I ever sang on stage. And I love, it's feisty. I love those female feisty songs that are just kind of in your face and say, hey, you know what? You ain't messing with me. I'm not gonna stand for this crap. So I love that song, and they changed the music just enough to fit me and it not be, exactly like a Loretta's. And I love how they played the piano and the steel and just everything in it is just amazing. I love these players that were on this album.
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough how amazing they were. And Stephen Chandler, what is it? What's his?
He's the engineer. The engineer.
Yes.
Yep.
Engineer. There you go. He did an amazing job, and then I've got David producing it. So I mean, it's just like, with this team, how can I go wrong?
Absolutely. Those guys work so well together, and I absolutely love Steve Chandler. I had a chance to really get to know him when we were working on the Freddie Hart project, and he is such a great guy, and he's got the greatest ear I think I've ever heard.
Oh man,
for
yeah.
music. I mean,
he knows what he's doing, and he's the nicest guy. I absolutely loved working with him. He was fun.
He really is. You feed him some Fig Newtons, you got a friend for life.
Hey, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to write.
Oh, that's great. And you, of course, doing an album. You're working with David Frizzell. There's got to be a Lefty song in there, and that's The Way Love Goes.
Oh, yeah.
is just fabulous. That song is a timeless song. It's been a #1 for Johnny Rodriguez and Merle Haggard, and of course Lefty had a beautiful version of it as well. And it's so nice to hear your take on it. And you've got some beautiful harmony in the background there. And who is that singing with you?
I was hoping you would mention that, and that is Jimmy Fortune. And the way he sang that harmony just made that song. I don't think that song would be as good, nowhere near as good as it is without Jimmy. He did just, oh man, he has got the prettiest harmonies. I was blown away by that.
Oh man, he has got such a beautiful, pure voice, and another guy
Yeah.
is just a super, super nice man. Well, that's great. Let's take another little break here. I want to play those songs that we just talked about. I Wish I Could Hurt That Way Again. You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man, and That's the Way Love Goes. And we're going to come back and talk to Sarah about some other songs that she wrote on this album. And it's called The Woman I Am, and you can get it at Amazon and iTunes, and go to davidfrizzell.com. And, of course, Sarah's Facebook page is Sarah Patrick Music. Stay with us for more of My Kind of Country with Sarah Patrick. We'll be right back after these messages and these wonderful songs.
Oh, I wish that I could hurt that way again. At least I'd have you every now and then. And in between the sorrow, at least there was tomorrow. And as long as there's tomorrow, there's no end. Oh, I wish that I could hurt that way again. Oh, I wish that we could play that game again. Even though I'd always lose and you would win. At times you would desert me, how the emptiness would hurt me, but your coming back was always worth the pain. Oh, I wish that I could hurt that way again. I'd love to hear you tell me you don't need me anymore, just like you used to tell me every day. And I'd love to watch you leaving like 100 times before. At least my eyes could see you walk that I could hurt that way again. At least I'd have you every now and then. In between the sorrow, at least there was tomorrow. As long as there's tomorrow, there's no end. Oh, I wish that I could hurt that way again.
All right, that is brand new music from Sarah Patrick on her album "The Woman I Am," and we've got Sarah with us tonight, and we're talking about this great album and playing a whole bunch of the songs for you tonight, just because I really love her music, and I want to feature it on my show, and anything I can do to get the word out there, I'm going to do it. Sarah, thanks so much for being on the show tonight. It's great to have you.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for playing my songs. I'm really glad they're getting out there because I'm so proud of this album.
Well, as you should be. It's a great mixture of of original stuff and some classic songs, and the instrumentation is fabulous. And you've got just a tremendous voice. I was absolutely stunned when you told me that you had never set foot on a stage till you were 29 years old. That blew me away. I mean, you've got such a powerhouse voice, and whether you realize it or not, your stage presence is excellent. And it amazed me when you told me that.
Well, thank you. When I got up there, I felt pretty comfortable, a lot more comfortable than I thought I would. And I'm still not real good at talking on stage, which I'm gonna watch David because he is great at entertaining. He is funny, and it's just like sitting there in his living room talking to him, and that's how he talks to the whole crowd.
Oh yeah.
And I absolutely love watching him, not just singing, but just the way he performed all of it. And it's just so I'm trying to get better by watching David. I'm gonna steal some of his tricks.
There you go. Well, I think just be yourself. You've got you're great to talk to off stage, and so is David's the same way. I mean, he's the same way off stage as he is on stage. He's just a genuinely nice man, and he's got the heartiest laugh in the world. And I mean, you just can't help but not have a smile on your face when you're around David Frizzell.
That's true. Yeah, you walk away with your face hurting because you've just been smiling for however long you've been with him. You've just been smiling the whole time.
That's right. Well, we played To Stay a little bit earlier, which is one of the songs that you wrote on this album, and I wanted to ask you about In a Woman's Way, another one you wrote.
Oh, yeah. That's one of my favorites. That's that one I wrote, I don't remember how long ago that was. That was just maybe 2 years ago or so, and that's a fun, feisty one, too. That's pretty much saying, just because you're a man doesn't mean you can do this and I can't. And if I want to go raise hell and drink or whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in a woman's way.
Good for you. That's great. There's a song on here that it's really hard for me to sit here and say it's my favorite song on the album, but it's the one I keep gravitating towards. It's just one of those, right in the pocket, nice shuffle song. It's called I'm Right Here.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorite ones, too. That's one that kind of gets you moving.
Yeah, absolutely. That's written. Gerald Smith wrote that. I'm not familiar with him. I'm not mistaken, Gerald Smith also wrote with Brian Wayne Perry's dad. What Part of No Don't You Understand? Oh, okay.
Pretty sure they co-wrote that. And so,
okay.
I mean, as soon as I found that out, I thought, well, and he also wrote Give a Little More Love, which is another song on the album.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So he may end up being one of my favorite writers to go to. Say, hey, write me a song, because I like his style, and I just like how he puts it together, the words and the feel of the songs. So I was impressed by his songwriting.
Yeah, I am too. Now that I know what he's written, that stands to reason. Some excellent material there, without a doubt. Well, that's really cool. Lanny McIntosh, I met him several years ago at the Ross Country Jamboree. Our band performed down there when I was still doing that part of my musical life. And what a great venue that is. Ron Ross and everybody down there, just fabulous people.
Oh, yeah.
And but he wrote a beautiful song on this album. It's called Before You.
Yes, that's one of my favorites too. I'm like you. I can't pick one favorite, but that one's up there. It's probably in the top 3. I don't know. It's hard to pick, but it is so beautiful. And then the way Aubrey Haney was on the fiddle on this album, and he just the intro. I mean, I could just go through the intro and then skip back. That way I could just listen to the intro 4 or 5 times in a row. It's just so gorgeous. And the words to this song are just gorgeous. And the way he actually had to rewrite a line because it was written for a man, and that line said something about a girl. So he had to change it, and what he changed it to is my favorite line of the whole song. So Laney he's an awesome songwriter, and I mean, I couldn't believe he just went in there and changed that line and just thought of something just so gorgeous. I'm blown away by everybody I've been working with. So it's just been so neat to see what these people can do, and I'm blown away by how talented all these people are. Laney McIntosh is a very good songwriter.
He sure is. He's a heck of a good singer, too, without a doubt. A good guy.
He is.
I think a lot of him. He's good people. Well, let's go ahead and play those, and we're going to come back and talk some more about this great album. It's on Nashville America Records, which is, of course, Frizzell Productions, davidfrizzell.com. You can go there and read more about Sarah and get the album. It's called The Woman I Am, and we're going to come back and talk to Sarah some more. We're going to play some of these great songs. Stay with us as My Kind of Country continues.
I'm right here where you left me. Nothing's changed since you broke my heart in two. I'm right here where you left me. Still the fool, not ready to stop loving you. I can I've loved before, hurt before. I've stood on both sides of that slamming door, laughed before, cried before, but never really found what I was looking for before you. Before you, I've chased love at times, raced away at times, played a lot of crazy mental games at times. I prayed at times, been afraid at times, wondering what I was gonna do at times before you. I always knew that I would find a heart of gold, pour my soul into your hands and watch our story grow. 100,000 times I've held you in my dreams, longing for the taste of love and learning what love means. I've loved before, hurt before. I've stood on both sides of that slamming door, laughed before, I've cried before, but never really found what I was looking for before you. Before you, before you. When you think you've given more than enough, give a little more love. When you're down and out and ready to give up, give a little more love. Sometimes life can be unfair. You may get more than your share. Just put your trust in the Lord up above and give a little more love. When you're broken hearted and been done wrong, give a little more love. When hate tries to take the path you're on,
All right, that is Sarah Patrick with her brand new album, The Woman I Am, and I'm so glad to have her on the show tonight. We've been going through all these songs, and we're just going to play the whole album for you. We've only got a couple left here, so by gosh, we're going to do them all. So, Sarah, I'm glad you're with us on the show tonight. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you for having me. Anytime you want to interview me, I'm here because this has been fun.
Oh, well, you're real easy to talk to. It's just like having a conversation. That's what I like to do, you know.
Well, thank you. Interviews scare me to death, but you're easy to talk to, too, so you've made this a very easy experience.
Well, that's good. Well, it helped that we got to get a chance to know each other a little bit, too. It's always nice to meet people face to face, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell me about, this is another one that David wrote, and channeling that feminine side again, and with a little bit of attitude on this one, I Won't Be Your Trophy.
Yeah, I love this one. David, like you said, David wrote this one, and he's really good at writing these women's songs. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on there, but he does a really good job writing these songs, and I Won't Be Your Trophy. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just saying, you know, I'll walk by you, but I'm not going to stand behind you. You know, we need to be. You know, I'm not going to be your trophy hanging on your wall. It's just I love this song.
I do too. He probably goes around behind Joe and just kind of writes stuff down that she says or something.
Yeah, well, she's probably. You know what I think Joe's thinking right now? Yeah.
You know, I learned so much from that lady when I was down there with him. We were working on the Freddie Hart project. She is just an outstanding businesswoman, and she keeps it all together, you know, and she tells me, you know, every time they work with somebody else, she knows all about that artist, you know, and she does her level best to make sure that everything just runs smoothly, and you've got to have a good woman behind you to do what you do, and I know David knows that, and I sure saw it firsthand when I was there, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, she takes care of everything, and she's right there to help anybody who needs help. I mean, I love Jo. She's one of my favorite people.
You bet. They're good people. Well, Sarah, you've got some dates coming up. You can get those on her Facebook page, and you're doing a lot of stuff with David, of course, including the Lefty Fest, which is going to be June the 16th at 4 o'clock in Corsicana, Texas, which is Lefty Frizzell's birthplace, and they got a big old bronze statue of him there. And Sarah, I know you're going to be on the show. We've got David Frizzell, of course, and Alan Frizzell's going to be there. I think all the Frizzells are going to be there, if I'm not mistaken.
There's going to be a lot of Frizzells in one place. I don't know if we can handle all that.
Surrounded by Frizzells. I'm okay with that. You know, every Frizzell that I have met, I just absolutely love, and they're the best people. And, of course,
really are.
Another woman that is a great favorite of ours and a dear friend is Miss Lacey J. Dalton. She's going to be on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Along with Paulette.
Wait to see her perform.
Oh, absolutely. Along with Paulette Carlson from Highway 101. And I'll tell you, man, when she hits that stage, what a dynamic performer she is. She hits the ground running, man, and she never stops. My daughter, we saw her last year. My daughter absolutely fell in love with her. She just thought she was just the coolest thing, and she really is. She's something else.
Oh, I can't wait. I've never seen her perform, so I can't wait.
And that's going to be a great show. It starts at 4 o'clock, and it's June the 16th at Corsicana, Texas. That is a free show, folks, and the first annual Lefty Fest, and where they're going to be doing that every year down there, and I have no doubt it's just going to be an awesome time in a packed house. So I want you to come down there and see the show, and come up and meet Sarah Patrick, pick up her new album, and you're just going to absolutely love the fabulous country music that's going to come out of that stage that day, without a doubt. Sarah, I want to thank you so much for taking the time, and I've enjoyed talking about your new album. And I want to play I Won't Be Your Trophy, and then we're going to end with The Woman I Am, which was your first single. And I wish you the very best, and anything that I can do to help promote your career, I am here for you 100%.
I appreciate that, Scott. I'm so glad I got to meet you down there and hang out a little bit and get to know you. So I really enjoyed all of this.
Well, me too. And folks, again, please get the new album. It's called The Woman I Am, Sarah Patrick. It's on Nashville America Records, produced by the great David Frizzell, and you'll be glad you did. Sarah, thanks so much for being on our show.
Thanks for having me. I was honored to do this.
All right. Sarah Patrick, as we continue with My Kind of Country right here on MKOCRadio.com.
I have my wants and needs, and that I cannot walk behind. I won't take second place in your heart or in your mind. Love me now.